All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. You guys all look amazing, by the way. Just a beautiful evening. Welcome to the 2024 HAR Realtor Celebration. My name is Maya Shea. I'm part of the ABC 13 News team. I'm currently taking a small break from that because I managed to slip and break my leg back in September. So that took a lot of talent, I have to tell you. Not everybody can break their leg on their back deck while not doing anything, which is exactly what happened to me. Anyway, however, we want to begin tonight on a very serious note. There's a very serious and important video we want all of you to pay attention to. So please turn your attention to the screens.
Hello, everyone. I'm David Mendel with my colleague Christina Schaefer, and welcome to the 2024 HAR All-Stars game.
Thank you, David. Today's game features the best of the best from the real estate industry. These players have worked very hard to get to this point.
They sure have. Well, let's meet your 2024 HAR All-Star team.
First, we have the new kid on the block, Susan New Kid Honora.
Susan is the new Secretary Treasurer for 2024, and we can already tell she's going to be great. Just look at those moves.
That's right, David. Susan might be the newbie, but she is a pro on and off the court. Welcome to the team, Susan.
Next, we have Kat Moneybags Robinson.
Kat is moving up the ladder this year. Being the new kid last year, she knows her way around the court. But don't let those pretty blue eyes fool you. She will work you on that court.
Whoa! Watch out for her.
And next we have no stranger to the industry, Teresa Closing Queen Hill.
It's no surprise they call her the closing queen. She's known for closing deals and closing games.
That's right, David. Teresa is a crucial part to this team. She brings experience and knowledge that no other team can touch. Next up is Shay Ball Till I Get a House Call Cotter. Shay is your 2024 chair-elect. He has some tremendous moves on the court, but his business comes first. And he's gonna ball till he gets a house call.
I guess he got that call.
I guess so.
And now for the captain of this all-star team, the one who will lead them to success in 2024. The one, the only, Thomas Slim Reaper Mouton.
David, the fans cannot get enough of Mouton. He has done so much for this industry and continues to show his talents on and off the court.
That's right, Christina. I can't think of a better person to lead this team to 2024. He is definitely making history here. Congratulations, Thomas.
Well, that's it. That's your 2024 HAR All-Stars team.
Wait, I feel like we're missing someone.
No, I don't think so. I think that's it.
Wasn't there a grandma on the team?
Oh, that's right. Kathy Trevino. I almost forgot about her. Sorry about that, folks. Let's not forget Kathy Royalty Trevino.
Well, Kathy did great this past year and really left her mark on the industry. Being the first Latina female to chair the association, she surely won't be forgotten.
Now that's a powerhouse team. Welcome your 2024 HAR All-Stars team.
Now, that's a pretty impressive video, isn't it? Quite a team. Have a round of applause for your team. All right. Do you think they'll be at the Toyota Center in the next couple of months? You never know. All right, so as you can tell, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I hear there's going to be some great stories, great recognitions. There might be a sock story. Is there going to be a, maybe a little bit later. We're really here to honor the contributions of leadership and to honor all our HAR leaders. This recognition includes both those who will be moving on to new responsibilities and those who will be assuming their posts. Tonight is a night that HAR recognizes both individual achievements and group performance. I would like to ask this year's Realtor Celebration sponsors to please stand and be recognized. Give them a round of applause. There you are. Don't be shy. You're a sponsor. You're welcome to stand up. Stand up. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Next, Caden, Cameron, and Deja, the sons and eldest daughter of Thomas and Indra Mouton, will lead us in the United States Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge, followed by their sister, Soraya, sharing a moment of inspiration. Please give them a warm welcome.
Please stand and join us in the Pledge of the Allegiance. Go ahead. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honoring the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to the
Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all got the point. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us tonight on such a special occasion. I would like to thank the HAR and its leadership for this opportunity. Tonight, I stand before you to express my heartfelt gratitude and admiration for a remarkable man. You know him as Thomas, but I know him as Dad. Growing up, I realized that heroes come in many forms, but the one who has always stood out as my personal hero is my dad. His selflessness, his consistency, and his generosity have shaped not only my life, but the lives of so many others. I am grateful to have the opportunity to observe him, living his life with integrity, compassion, and unyielding commitment to doing what is right. He has shown me that it's not just about the words we speak, but the actions we take that truly define who we are. By watching him, I learned the power of leading by example, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. What truly sets my dad apart is his selflessness. He has always been there for our family, providing love, support, and guidance. But what's even more extraordinary is his ability to extend that same love and support to those beyond our immediate family. He embodies the spirit of generosity, always willing to help a friend, a neighbor, or even a complete stranger in need. His actions show that the size of our hearts are not limited to the boundaries of our families, but can extend to embrace the entire world. Another remarkable quality of my dad is his consistency in being there for others, whether they are in his life or not. He has taught me that true compassion knows no boundaries, and it's not limited by time or distance. I've seen him go to great lengths to help friends and even our acquaintances who have faced challenging times. He's shown me that being a good person is not just about convenience, but about making sacrifices for the well-being of others. My dad's support is a rock that never wavers. In moments of triumph, he's our biggest cheerleader, celebrating our successes and unbridled joy. In moments of struggle, he's the shoulder we lean on, offering wisdom and encouragement. No matter how busy his life may be, he always finds the time to be there when we need him the most. This level of devotion is something I deeply admire and strive to emulate in my own life. And I'm confident he will extend the same devotion in his role of chairman of HAR. In conclusion, I stand here today profoundly grateful for the incredible role model and father that I have been blessed with. My dad's lessons in integrity, compassion, and selflessness have left an inedible mark on my life. I can only aspire to be even half the person he is. Dad, thank you for being the guiding star in our lives, for showing us the way. For showing us the way through your actions and being and for being there for everyone. No matter where they are in his life, you're an inspiration to us all, and your legacy of love and selflessness will continue to shine brightly in our hearts. If you can't tell, Thomas Mouton is important to our family, but we are willing to share him with the HAR family. And we hope that you'll also grow to appreciate and support him just as much as we do. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the remarkable man that my dad is.
Oh, that was just so moving and heartfelt. Thank you so much. Caden, Cameron, Deja, and Soraya, you all did an amazing job. And thanks to their mom and dad, who are truly just amazing as well. And tonight, we'll welcome our incoming 2024 board members and elected officers, including 2024 Chair Thomas Mouton. So it's going to be an exciting evening. We'll also celebrate our 2023 HAR Realtor of the Year, Karishma Asrani, and the 2023 John E. Wolf Community Service Award recipient, Bincy Jacob. The achievements of these accomplished leaders are the latest examples of the leadership quality that has truly made HAR a nationally recognized and renowned organization that it is. And it's not just for those of us who are consumers who are like always on the app. So anyway, all day long. Year after year, the Houston Realtor community consistently identifies and nominates people of exceptional quality to take up the cause of effective and focused leadership. With that distinguished history in mind, we want to pay tribute to the legacy of greatness and ask our HAR past presidents and chairs to please stand. You know who you are, please stand. Each of these individuals, in their own way, not only look amazing tonight, but in their own way have contributed to the foundation and history that makes this association what it is today. And they are truly just inspirational people. Would you mind giving them another applause? Just a little bit. Sadly, though, we did lose two great past leaders earlier this year, Richard Miranda and George C. Stevens. We wanted to acknowledge them both in their indelible marks left on our association, and can we please take a moment of silence to honor their memory? Thank you so much. We also have some special guests with us tonight, including Texas Realtors Executive Vice President Mike Barnett, who we'll be hearing from a little bit later, and Century 21 President and CEO Mike Miedler, who we'll also hear from a little bit later. We're always working to build stronger relationships with our affiliate groups, so will any officers from any affiliate groups please stand so you can be recognized? I know there are some of you out there. Don't be shy. The last few years truly have been unlike any other period we have experienced, whether it was rising mortgage rates, interest rates, rising prices, low inventory, or the latest challenges to the way real estate transactions take place. This is when true leaders are needed the most. And through it all, Kathy Trevino has been the consummate chair. To present this year's Realtor of the Year Award, please welcome 2023 HAR Chair, Kathy Trevino to the stage.
Thank you so much, Maya. You're right. This year has been a year I will never forget. I look back on everything accomplished this year with great sense of pride. Sustaining it the whole way was an amazing staff, inspiring board members, and committed volunteers who helped meet every challenge and accomplish every task. And now it's time to honor the 2023 HAR Realtor of the Year. Since joining HAR many years ago, I've learned realtors are some of the most involved people you will ever meet. It takes an extra special realtor to stand above the rest to be worthy of receiving the Realtor of the Year award. Each year, HAR honors a member that most personifies being a realtor in spirit and ethics through service to his or her profession, peers, and the Realtor Association. This year's Realtor of the Year possesses nearly 2 decades of experience, specializing in Houston's luxury housing market, and has earned prestigious accolades along the way. She has been honored with both HAR's 20 Under 40 in real estate and NAR's 30 Under 30 in real estate. During her 2 years as TREPAC chair, $2.2 million was raised, and she also created the global, yes, definite, huge accomplishment. That's a lot of money to be raised. And she also created the Global Dinner Event Series, a highly successful fundraising event by the Global Advisory Group and TREPAC to help members learn about different cultures. Most recently, she helped co-fund the South Asian Real Estate Professionals Network, a nonprofit aimed by advancing the South Asian real estate community through advocacy and leadership. She was elected the group's vice president. To read more about her, you may see her full bio in the program. Karishma, please join me on stage.
Thank you. My heart is so full of gratitude and a deep sense of honor to get this prestigious award as HAR Realtor of the Year. Wow, I still cannot believe it. I have a story to share to explain the significance of this award. Many years ago, there was a young, brilliant, bright girl who excelled in studies and wanted to become a doctor. Her ambition was to become a doctor. She was not allowed to pursue this dream because there was no all-girls college in India back then. And her parents thought it was just a waste of money and time because women don't really have careers, they become housewives. That girl whose dreams were squashed is my older sister, Anju Hemdev. She's right here. She flew all the way from India. To share this moment with me. My siblings and I were born in a very conservative family, where women were not allowed to have careers, especially not go to college that's co-ed, go figure. So for me to be standing here and being recognized for following my passion, having a career, and having a seat at the table with my peers means the world to me. The recognition extends beyond my personal accomplishment. It symbolizes breaking free from constraints that confined the dreams of a remarkable woman who was not allowed to pursue her dreams, but is here to help me pursue mine. I'm truly humbled by your acknowledgement, and grateful for the confidence each one of you have put in me. I always get asked this question many years, over the years. Like Kathy said, I've been volunteering for over 10 years now, and everybody asks me, how does this benefit your business? Why are you serving on these committees? Do you get paid to be on a committee? Yeah, no, I've seriously been asked that question. And I thought real hard, right? When like, this was about 5 years ago, I was like, yeah, that's a good question. For me, volunteering presents an opportunity to be part of a community. It gives me a sense of belonging. It is my spark in my life. What I mean by that is each one of us is born with a spark in our life, right? We have that fire in us when we are born. But life happens, and we may lose that spark for various reasons. Failures, frustrations, trauma, loss, market conditions, right? Lawsuits. So our spark gets dimmed, and we may lose it. And try how hard we may not be able to find that spark within ourselves again. But we could get that spark ignited from another soul whose spark has not been dimmed yet. So for me, volunteering is me being a spark for someone else, just as much as how this realtor community has been my spark so often when I needed it. That's my reason to be volunteer. Volunteering has become part of my identity. I am committed to continuing the service and contribute to the growth and success of our industry. Now, I wouldn't be standing here without the help of a lot of people, so I too have to thank some few people here for why I'm here at this point in my life. Starting with Margie Dorrance. Please stand. Margie. Thank you. Margie is the first person who came to me and said, you need to be part of Next Gen. And I was like, yeah, sure. I had no idea what I was signing up for. I was like, yeah, you think so? Yeah, I'll be there. Vicki Fullerton, please stand. Thank you. Vicki Fullerton, thank you for introducing me to TreePack. I really didn't understand the difference one can make being part of it, so thank you. Deborah Spangler, I don't think she's here, but thank you for asking me to be a trustee. Jennifer Wahab, girl, you are a trailblazer. Like, you're my inspiration. And Jennifer always says, and it's so true, there ain't no friend like a realtor friend. Thank you for always having my back. We have the best HAR staff here. Don't y'all agree? Like, the best. And there are a few of them who have shaped my career here, starting with Rosalind Crew. Where's Rosalind? Rosalind, you were my TRLP when TRLP didn't exist. When I chaired YPN, we had not gone through a leadership program, so thank you for teaching me how to be a good leader. Laurie, where are you? Thank you for teaching me patience and how to be calm during a committee meeting. Oh my God, and last but not least, Karen Driscoll. I love you. Your guidance has significantly shaped my professional career, and for that, I'm forever grateful. Thank you. Last but not least, I could not have accomplished all of this without the support of my partner in life and business, my husband, Vikram Masrani. Serving as a trustee with a newborn is not easy. every time I came back from a work trip, I was like, okay, nobody's bleeding, he's still breathing, my son was still breathing. I was like, great job, Dad, great job, thank you. Without your support, I really could not have done what I could, and thank you for always being my #1 cheerleader. Thank you. I'm excited about the future of our profession and the positive impact we can make together. Remember, in the vastness of our profession, each one of us has the power to make a difference. And so, as the saying goes, if you think you're too small to make a difference, think of being in a closed room with one mosquito. You do have the power to make the difference. Don't forget, the after party is right here. The ticket to the after party is $110. The entire ticket purchase price goes towards Tree Pack. So, did you really think I would have the stage and not make an ask for Tree Pack? Jokes aside, I want to recognize the vital role of Tree Pack and express my sincere thanks to those of you who have contributed towards the success. Your support ensures that our industry has a strong and effective voice in advocating our policies that benefit all of us as realtors as well as property owners. So thank you. Thank you for this award, and thank you for voting for me. Thank you.
Sorry about that. And now, the 2023 HAR Chair-elect Thomas Mouton. Please come to the stage.
I think everyone can see why HAR member Charisma Arsani was selected as the 2023 HAR Realtor of the Year. Her list of accomplishments, Her list of accomplishments is incredible, and as Kathy said, I encourage you to read tonight's program to learn more about this amazing HAR member. Now it's time to honor the 2023 Johnny Wolf Community Award recipient. We're celebrating an HAR member who has made outstanding contributions to the greater Houston community. The criteria for the Johnny Wolf Community Service Award is all about leadership and service through our community-based charitable service organizations. Our 2023 Johnny Wolf Community Service Award honoree is someone who truly exemplifies the spirit and character of the Houston Realtor community. Shortly after 9/11, she became a domestic violence counselor in New York City and trained community leaders. She has traveled nationwide as a volunteer community labor rights organizer, a translator, and a paralegal visiting federal prison holdings facilities, testifying at congressional hearings, and interpreting for legislative members in public forums. She's played a crucial role in securing legal status and compensation for workers in one of the most significant U.S. labor trafficking cases. When she moved to Houston, she became the first executive director of Dahlia Houston, providing critical support to domestic violence and sexual assault survivors. In the wake of 2020, the George Floyd murder, she founded a Facebook group to foster support and education among her ethnic peers. She also serves with Sleep in Heavenly Peace to construct beds for underprivileged children. I can't say enough great things about her, but you'll learn more of her many accomplishments and awards by reading the program on your table. I would like to invite Bency Jacobs, who's also a friend of mine, to join me on stage. Bency, on behalf of the 51,000 HAR members, we thank you for being a caring individual and a generous realtor. You recognize the value and importance of the community. You're an outstanding example for us all, and I'm honored to present you with the 2023 John E. Wolf Community Award.
So you would think with my experience in public speaking at congressional hearings and such, I'd be a little bit less nervous. I thought my phone would malfunction, so I wrote my notes, rewrote them while I sat there on a napkin, and I'm sweating all over it, so might not work. But so my mother was 7 months pregnant with my sister when she and my dad brought me as a 1-year-old to the Bronx, New York. That's where I grew up. Yes, Bronx, okay. In a, divided by urban blight and divided by policy area of the Bronx in the 80s and 90s, birthplace of hip hop, if anyone's a fan over there. We did not have much. We were a very, very working class family. My dad was, by then, an ordained Christian minister, and my mom was a nurse. But with the very little that they had and the very little that we had as a family, there was not a meal that was not shared. There were not always strangers and family and friends staying in one of the bedrooms, hospital visits, funeral visits. I mean, we were just birthed into a family of sacrificial giving. And beyond that foundation, what my parents established, my dad especially taught me 2 things. One was always have gratitude to the Creator. There's nothing that we have and we create without the blessing from God. But the second thing, yes, amen. The second piece that he taught was that we always had to be grateful to the people that came before us. And the example I offer is that my family could not immigrate here in the 80s if civil rights leaders in the 60s had not done the work to create laws that would allow the door of this country to be open to families like mine, right? And so we owe to the leaders that came before us, to the labor rights leaders, to women's rights leaders, to all those leaders that led movements. And I bring that back to now because we as realtors are so perfectly positioned to see the changes that need to happen. We are with people in crisis, we are with people in change, we're with people in happy times, and we are the leaders and the movement makers that the next generation needs. My encouragement to y'all is this award is so precious, so meaningful, because much of the work that me and my fellow peers, I know so many realtors that have their own nonprofits, they're serving thousands of people in our city that never get seen, just unseen recognition. It's so meaningful. But I press each of you, I urge you, if you are in your work, if you're in your field, if you're in your life, it's very easy to get consumed by our own things. And I do too, I am guilty of that. But to open our eyes, to have our eyes open to pain, to marginalized people, to folks that don't have a voice, because we are who we need for the future. Those are the folks that might be leading us and helping us, and that's locally and globally as we see what's happening around us. So in this moment that I get to be on the stage, I want to say thank you, because the HAR leadership, and especially the executive committee, y'all exemplify the service year after year after year after year after year after year to get to the positions, right? At least 6 years of incredible sacrifice and service to get into these positions and beyond. So thank you to the executive committee for being such an example to the rest of the realtor community. Thank you for this honor. I do have to also acknowledge my parents. They're in India right now and hopefully watching. And to my 2 sisters, they get it. It's hard to explain life, but they get it, and they've, see us. And I think I share what Karishma said. It's very hard to come from these closed communities and to be in these positions. And so thank you to them for always being a support. And to my family, to my husband and my 4 children, my 1 daughter is here today, and my other 3 could not be here. Whenever you reward one person, you're rewarding everyone behind, because I get up in the middle of the night and I say, I have to go. There's a call, there's an emergency, somebody needs help. And there's no questions, there's no, hey, why do you have to go again? Oh, it's this time. Nothing. It's go and do, which is so rare to find in a person. My husband has a seat up here with me, but he chose to sit with my daughter today because, again, just the thinking of that is what we do. We stick together and we support the person that needs support. So thank you so much to Justin and to my 4 kids and to each of you, my Realtor community. This is an honor I will never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Kathy Thomas. And our 2 award recipients, Karishma and Bincy, weren't their words just so moving? Lots of waterworks tonight. I mean, just lots of moving remarks. And I think it's really representative of everyone in this room tonight. At HAR, after all, it isn't just a matter of electing or appointing the right leaders. Even more important is really providing them with a winning format in which to lead. With the unique HAR 2-year directorship program, there's a constant flow of creativity and innovation passing through the association and all of its members. There are those who are completing their current term, those who are continuing on, and those who are just beginning their service experience. We now would like to salute those who have given so much of their time and effort this past year by serving on the 2023 Board of Directors. Please stand as I call your name. Please hold your applause until all board members who are completing their terms have been recognized. Jay Clemente, Shannon Cobb Evans. I knew you guys weren't going to listen to me, but that's fine. I totally expected that. Okay. Jay Clemente, Shannon Cobb Evans, Rob Cook, Troy Cothran, Michelle Posey, Joanne Stevens, Daniela Sambera, Jennifer Walhob, and Jamila Winsey. Applaud, one and all, yes. I love the air kisses, that's just fabulous. All right, please give them a big round of applause for these special people who have led the association so far. We also want to recognize the Houston Realtors Information Services, or HRIS Board of Directors. Please stand as I call your name. It says here you're supposed to hold your applause. I know you guys won't, but that's okay. That means you just love your fellow realtors so much. So much. Lorraine Abercrombie, Mario Araga, Bill Baldwin, Michael Clapp, Cindy Heyman, and Shelly Ralph. I tried to practice that, Shelly. I really did. Thank you all so much. The board members who will continue their service next year will be recognized and sworn in with the new 2024 board members. It is now my privilege to invite Mike Barnett, Texas Realtors Executive Vice President, to the stage. Mike?
Thank you, Maya. I appreciate it very much, and good evening, and welcome, and congratulations to the award winners. That was amazing. I hate to have to follow that, but I just get to read a script, so that's great. Works for me. Thomas, thank you so much for asking me to be a part of tonight's special evening. I look forward to our 2 great organizations working together to deliver on behalf of our members across the state and in the greater Houston area. To make this industry, our realtor community, a little better in 2024, and to deliver on behalf of consumers and help everyone realize that American dream of home and property ownership in the future. So it's a privilege to be here tonight and install the 2024 Board of Directors to lead this great association into another extraordinary year. Will you please join me on the stage as I call your name? This first will start with the members of the 2024 Executive Committee. Kathy Trevino, immediate past chair. Susan Honora, Secretary Treasurer. Kat Robinson, Vice Chair. Teresa Hill, Vice Chair. And Shay Cotter, Chair-elect. And those board members who are continuing on in the next year, come up as I call your name, please. Jay Bradley. Jeremy Fain. Linda Howell. Peggy Pentecost. Chanel Races. Paul Silverman. And Michael Wong, who couldn't be here with us tonight. And now those with new terms in 2024 on the board of directors. Karishma Azrani. Carlos Bujosa. Kenya Burrell Van Wormer. Bob Christian. Angeline Clark. Troy Cothran. Ricky Gonzalez. Nice. Quentin Rockwell. Joanne Stevens. And Rick Trevino. As if you hadn't already, but please give a big round of applause to show our appreciation for their service. Officers and directors. Oh, we're going to get settled. Yep. Big group. We're going to fit? All right. Excellent. Everybody's ready. Okay. Officers and directors, if you are prepared to make the unreserved commitment to lead the Houston Association of Realtors in 2024, please raise your right hand. Make sure you all have them raised. Great. All right. I charge you to be thoughtful, be resourceful, and constructive in your planning, to diligently uphold and actively foster the ideals of high ethical conduct and superior professional skills, to preserve and defend the sacred right of Americans to own and enjoy real property, to carry out your leadership duties as they are prescribed, to conduct yourself in a manner that reflects credit and honor to your office and to your profession. If you subscribe, please say, I do. By the power vested in me, I do hereby proclaim each of you duly and officially installed to the office to which you have been elected. As Maya said, you're good at beating us to the punch. Would you please offer up another round of applause for your 2024 leaders? Congratulations, and thank you all for your service to the association and the members. You may now return to the audience. Congratulations again. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our next presenter. Of course, he needs no introduction, but each and every one of us in the room are fortunate to have him leading HAR as its president and CEO for the last 35 of his 50 years at HAR. With too many awards and honors to recite, Please help me welcome to the stage HAR President and CEO, Bob Hale.
You shouldn't stand until you've heard me. I mean, it may not be worth the exercise, but Thomas, oh my gosh, what a way to start the program with 4 children who are so full of love for you, and the Academy Award-winning HAR basketball video, which was, to me, I'd heard it was going to be good. I had no idea it'd be that good. Claudia Hernandez, where are you? Holler out, because Claudia is amazing, amazing. And what a leadership team you have. I mean, you could relax this year. You've got it beat, man. And then Karishma and Bensi, oh my gosh. Stand up again, stand up again. Boy. So proud. Thank you for everything you've done for HR and our community, and we're truly honored to have amazing realtors like you. And as you were speaking, something hit me. It just came to my mind. Every day, the national media is bashing you. You're cheating sellers. You're overpaid. Buyers are overpaid because of what we're doing. If they could spend 10 minutes with these 2 ladies, I think they would totally change their attitude and mind about realtors across the United States. Well, Thomas, tonight is your night. My only question is, Indra, are you ready for this year? First, I want to reflect back just a bit, and like many others in this room, I know how much time and commitment it takes to get where you are tonight. Consider that each year, one and only one of HAR's 51,000 members is chosen to lead this incredible association and represent its members as its chair. And unlike any other association in the country, and Mike, I know you see them all over the country. You probably do a lot of these, so we're kind of biased, I guess, about HR a little bit. But unlike any other association in the country, HR's members always elect, and this happens year after year after year, elect unique and visionary leaders. And during the course of my short 50-year term as working with HR, my world has truly been enriched by each of these leaders. Today, HR is universally recognized as the finest example in the country of what happens when realtors work together as a team. Yeah, give yourself, yeah, and that's a fact, that's a fact. And everything HR today can be traced back to the vision and unique leadership contributions of each one of these leaders we fondly call the chair. I'd like to show you a video that takes a look back on a year that was led by a chair like no other.
Kathy was sworn in as the 2023 HAR chair by her good friend and past HAR chair Cindy Heyman. She then hit the ground running in her year as chair by speaking on a real estate panel for NAREP. She also started off her busy conference schedule at Inman Connect, New York, learning even more about the intersection of real estate and technology. She got to visit News Corp, which owns the Wall Street Journal and Realtor.com. Sometimes she was even asked to fly herself to the events, but she had a good co-pilot by her side. When she had to drive, she was always greeted with VIP parking. She installed ARIA Houston chair Kim Cow and always found time to have a little fun along the way. The WCR Lake Houston chapter was able to hear from Kathy at its meeting early in the year. For someone who thrives on connections, Inman Disconnect might have seemed foreign to her, but was able to connect with Brad Inman during the event. Kathy made a point to travel to Austin for Realtor Day at the Capitol and had some FaceTime with TR CEO Travis Kessler and Chair Marcus Phipps. Not to be outdone, Stefan Swanepoel made sure he had a chance to take a picture with Kathy at the T3 conference. Kathy loves to host prominent industry leaders when she's at these national conferences. Kathy wouldn't have missed the NAR legislative meetings because, to modify the NAR slogan, that's who she is, meeting with local officials like Congressman Al Green. She also stayed at the forefront of what is going on at the national level while meeting with NAR's Chief Advocacy Officer, Shannon McGann. Throughout the year, Kathy represented HAR well by speaking to the media, whether it was on the radio, TV, or in print. The Treepack Night at Tony's event was a major success. And it just kept getting better with the State of the City sponsor event with Mayor Turner. Kathy wouldn't have missed the opportunity to be there to celebrate HAR's own Lori Carper, receiving the Spirit of Courage Award at the Nancy Owens Luncheon. The HAR Housing Palooza Affordable Housing Symposium wouldn't have been the same without Kathy. And she represented HAR as a strategic partner with the Mayor's Office, Houston Police Department, and Houston Parks Department at the Keep Our Park Safe and Clean campaign press conference. The NAR NXT conference in Anaheim was lots of meetings and work. In what she described as one of the biggest honors of her life, she was able to accept the NAR Global Engagement Efforts Award on behalf of HAR past chair Richard Miranda, who passed away earlier this year. Kathy also made sure HAR was always at the forefront politically, including meeting with Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo, speaking with the current mayor, and supporting the next mayor of Houston. Kathy also celebrated Bob Hale's 50th anniversary at HAR, along with Mayor Turner. With so many appearances during the year, Kathy needed to have her own personal security detail. A husband and wife who do their hair together stay together. It is probably easier for Kathy to do Rick's hair, though. Kathy already had lots of men in her family, and we aren't going to say which one we think might have been her number one. For all of the amazing times Kathy had during her professional year, nothing could quite top becoming a grandmother again. Kathy, as you look back on your year as chair of HAR, we hope you will remember it as happily as Mateo is.
Kathy, I think they love you. Yes. Kathy, I just want to tell you how much I've enjoyed being with you this year. It's just been a wild ride. It's just been like anything I could even imagine. You have always had such resolve and always kept the realtor at the forefront of the conversation. I also want to congratulate you on Mateo. I'm not sure how you ever pull yourself away from him, because I know he's the love of your life right now. And Rick, you're a close second. So, Kathy, please join me on stage. Carry you. Well, let's see. Oh, here we go. We have a little, capital little something for you. Your very own gavel in case Rick gets out of line. Yeah, this is very nice. Yeah. And then the red envelope, which is a very small gift. It's an appreciation from all of us that you'll remember us. So I'm going to step aside, give it to you.
Awesome.
Or you have it on your phone.
just changed my confidence. Well, I just want to say a few words, and I mean, goodness, that video, I had not seen the video, so thank you all for conducting that. I know Claudia and Christian got an opportunity to follow me around this year and was able to take some amazing shots. So thank y'all so much for bringing that all together for my year. But, you know, wow, what an exciting year. I mean, 2023 was just amazing. We had so much going on this year, you know, and being able to be a part of HAR is just truly an amazing, most rewarding part of my life and my career. Was able to travel and meet lots of colleagues throughout the nation. Thank you, Bob, for bringing me into your circle and introducing me to so many amazing people throughout the country. It was just truly just an amazing experience. I visited local area networking group meetings. I was able to speak at local events like GHBA, NAREP, ARIA, HAR, NAR, TAR, TR, and it's just been just the most memorable and honorable experience. But the one that I can say that was most honorable was, as you could see on the video, was being able to accept the award for Richard Miranda. His award was truly just an honor for me. He was honored this past year in November by NAR as the Global Engagement Efforts Award. And I had to fight back so many tears. That was probably the most, I don't want to say difficult, but it was very, very touching to me. And it was amazing to be able to see when I looked out of the faces of all the people from NAR that had to fight back tears that night too, as we were honoring Richard. So Richard, you know, he will be forever missed. He's an amazing friend and always will be. So just earlier this year, this week actually, we had dinner with Bob and Susie, and they, asked me, what was your most memorable? What did you enjoy most? And, we had some amazing trips. New York was really cool. The conference in Chicago was amazing. That's their leadership conference where they actually bring all the leaders together. And to me, that was the conference that really got my mind straight. I was very, very worried about becoming HAR chairman, and it was just so scary. But that conference really, really helped me to be able to get my mind right. I want to say, the most memorable is actually establishing and creating all the friendships that I was able to create this year, especially with the HAR staff. You guys are truly, truly amazing. And I made some of the best of friends through HAR, and I appreciate you guys so very much. You make us all look so good. And I got the chance to become closer to our volunteer leaders, all of our board members, who give selflessly every single day, all of our committee leaders. We really appreciate you, and we thank you, and I thank you so much for working so hard this year and for serving in all you do. I'd like to thank Bob and Susie Hill for their loving heart and their friendship. We established this year such an amazing friendship, and I will always value that. You make me become a better leader. Bob, you showed me so much of how to be a better leader, and I will definitely take that along my journey going forward. You're truly an inspiration to everyone. I'd like to thank Renee Galvan, I don't know where, Renee, for all you do for HAR. You're truly just an amazing leader. Renee's in the background, and he works so very hard for all of us, and he keeps things together, and he keeps the staff together, and everybody just loves Renee because he keeps HAR running so smooth. I never really knew what Renee did until I became HAR, and I'm like, he does everything. Like, he does everything. So thank you, Renee, for always being in the background and making HAR and our members always look good. I admire you for everything you do. Roz, thank you so much for always being there for me this year and for guiding me and keeping me straight and making sure I'm where I was supposed to be and all of those good things. Roz does such an amazing job, so thank you. Matt and David, my goodness, you guys made me look good throughout the year and supplying me all of my speaking and talking notes. And I actually was able to speak to them pretty much on a daily basis, and it was just amazing. And so to be able to get to know you as friends, you know, we became family. My hermanos por siempre. These guys are amazing. Claudia and Christian, all of, you know, you make us look good. All of us look good, but you did such an amazing job. And girl, I feel, you know, just, you know, so many times that we're in front of the camera and I was like, oh my God, how many takes did we have to take just to make it look good? But they made us all look good. So thank you all for your patience with me this year. Tracy, for working with me so hard on my reports and everything that we have to do. I really appreciate you all. And I mean, every single one of the staff, there's so many, I can go on and on and on and on and on because they truly make us look good. Lastly, to my family. I love you guys so much. I have my kids here in the background there. I love you guys. Israel and Julie, who gave me Mateo, who, oh my God, he is the love of my life. I mean, he's just truly amazing. I'm sorry. Josh and Sydney, I'm so very proud of you guys. They go to Sam Houston State University, and they'll be graduating the next year. I'm so very proud of you guys. Special thank you to my honey bunny, Rick Trevino. My goodness, this man, he keeps me straight all the time. He's always there for me with amazing support and the biggest heart. I could not have done this year without you. Thank you for putting your career on hold for mine and just everything that you do for us and our family. You're a truly amazing husband. I wouldn't want to do life without you. I love you so very much. Oh. So now I'd like to get the chance to pass the baton to Thomas. And I know you are in very, very good hands. Thomas, you're going to do an amazing job. I'm super proud of you. I'm so proud of my executive committee, every single one of y'all for always being there and supporting me and the entire membership. You guys all give so selfishly, and y'all do an amazing job. I'm so proud to be able to have served with you and to get to know y'all better as friends. You guys are more than friends, y'all are family. You'll always be so true and dear to my heart. So thank you all for making this year the most memorable year of my life. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. I hope I did y'all proud. I did my best. And I just want to say I love you all.
Now do you see why I said how much fun I had this year? And now for the man of the hour and our chair for 2024. Thomas, I got to tell you, I look forward to working with you in 2024 and know that you're going to achieve incredibly great things for HR's membership. I love it. You're always looking for new ways to do things. You never, ever say, we always did it that way. And I appreciate you for the way you think. Next, please join me in watching the following video about this remarkable man that shows that this next year is going to be a little bit different than anything you've ever seen before.
I'm a native Houstonian, grew up on the north side of Houston. I went to Aldine Eisenhower High School. My mother was a single woman, raising 3 kids on her own. She was the only person that I knew who taught me how to get through life, taught me how to be a man, taught me how to raise a family. And so now it's my wife and now my 4 kids, and so I always put them first. So that is my core value, is putting God first, family second, work third. Yeah, sports was my way out. You know, that was the thing I hung on to. Graduated high school, had the privilege of going to Sam Houston State University, got a basketball scholarship there, and finished in May of 1998. The thing about real estate is something new every day. Every transaction is different, whether it's residential or commercial. You just have to take the good with the bad. But you know, I really love the family aspect of it. We are a family-based business. My wife is the broker of the company. We work together. My daughter works there with us. Our kids are involved in it as well. It's the reward of helping someone obtain a dream. It's actually very rewarding in that. You know, I've been asked that question many, many times. How do you work with your wife? So many people tell me they've either tried it, it didn't work out, or that's something they can never do. And I always tell them my reward is bigger than the task at hand. You know, that's my best friend, that's my wife, that's my #1 supporter. I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else besides her, because at the end of the day, I know she has my back 100%.
Working with Thomas is very easy. First, he's a great listener. He listens first. He's compassionate, so he understands people.
I mean, there's so many moving parts to get to this level, whether that's in the business, whether it's in my family dynamic, whether that's my kids and their extracurricular activities. So, you know, my family my family dynamic is super important. There are so many people that's responsible for helping me get to this point that I couldn't even start naming them.
Thomas is a leader. He's a friend. He's a brother. He's everything. Yeah.
He's always there for us. Like Jackie said, he's like our brother. He's like our friend. He's like our broker. You know, he's more than just the owner of the company. He's somebody that you want to, you know, work around.
Thomas has an incredible ability of actively listening to everyone and the ability to calmly collaborate with everyone. One of the key points of home ownership is our role as realtors, and he is in the business of protecting our profession as realtors as well.
I mean, I knew it was God's will of this is what he wants for Thomas. He wants Thomas to be in leadership. I think he's gonna do amazing. He's gonna do a great job. Just seeing his role and what he has accomplished and being in those rooms, I think he got this. I think he's gonna do amazing.
In 2024, I mean, obviously I'm looking forward to leading over 50,000 members. I mean, that's not an easy task. Just a lot of uncertainty right now. You know, it's gonna take a dynamic leader. I hope I can have some things to smile about in 2024, but I'm looking forward to the challenge of representing HAR at the highest level. I love the culture of HAR. I mean, I can selfishly say that I've taken some of those aspects of how HAR is ran, and I supplement that into my business and into my family as well. It's a culture of family. It's a culture of caring for each other, and there's no other place I like to be affiliated with other than HAR.
Thomas, my only question is, was that pool and fire in your backyard or some resort that y'all were at? That was pretty cool. First, I want to share some excerpts from the mayoral proclamation that Sylvester Turner was going to read this tonight, but he was unable at the last minute to be here. So I'm going to try to read some of this. Let me see if I can just lay it down here. It's a monster, I'll tell you. As a dynamic CEO of a premier development company and the co-owner of a distinguished real estate brokerage, Thomas Mouton stands as an influential figure in the greater Houston area's real estate sector. His extensive experience spans all aspects of the industry, from residential and commercial properties to development projects, positioning him as a veritable stalwart in the field. The Houston Association of Realtors plays a pivotal role in shaping the city's real estate trajectory, serving as a touchstone for industry standards, ethics, and innovations. As chair of this esteemed organization, Thomas is not merely holding a title, he's safeguarding the future of Houston's real estate. Gearing up to lead as chairman of the board in 2024, Thomas is poised to steer HAR through evolving market dynamics, keeping it at the forefront of real estate excellence. Basketball still occupies a special place in Thomas's heart. Today, he channels his love for the sport into coaching and mentoring his sons, ensuring the legacy continues. The City of Houston commends Thomas Mouton on his outstanding accomplishments and extends best wishes in all of his future endeavors. Therefore, I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, do hereby proclaim December 14, 2023 as Thomas Mouton Day in Houston, Texas. I wish Sylvester had been here. He'd have been a little bit better about that, but I did my best. So we're very proud of you. That is an incredible, incredible honor, and you're most deserving. Now I'd like to read the certificate of election. Or actually, I've got it here. So, all right, Houston Association of Realtors Certificate of Election. Thomas Mouton has been elected and has been duly qualified to serve as the chair of the board of the Houston Association of Realtors for the year 2024 or until his successor has been elected and qualified. In witness thereof, the Houston Association of Realtors has caused these presents to be signed on its behalf by the President and Chief Executive Officer, who is duly authorized by this association to affix the corporate seal and to attest this election effective. Signed by C. Robert Hale III, President and CEO. Way to go. You want to put this in your office. Now, I want to say I have such great respect and admiration for the person who will be installing Thomas as the chair of this association. And if you spend 2 to 3 to 4 minutes with him, you see what a cool guy he really is. Named Century 21's president and chief executive officer in January 2019, he is the leader in real estate, residential and commercial real estate franchising, brokerage, and management. A 25-year veteran with the Century 21 brand, Mike has served in numerous positions throughout the company, including chief growth officer and senior vice president of franchise sales. Prior to his tenure in these growth roles, Mike was the vice president of operations at C21, managing business such as awards, events, commercial, and a referral platform. Mike Miedler, please join me on the stage.
Thank you, Bob, for this excellent honor. Clearly, they gave you my LinkedIn profile to read there, so thank you so much. First and foremost, they told me I only have a couple minutes for a brief comment or two, and so I'll start by saying to Mike, thank you for coming out and being part of this great event. For Thomas, I did learn a couple things tonight. The reason the traffic was so bad in Houston was that it was obviously a holiday here, Thomas Mouton Day, so that is phenomenal. Number two, I'd like to congratulate and thank Kathy for her past service and to give back to some organizations that are near and dear to my heart, such as NAREP and ARIA and so many other things that I saw up there. That's fantastic. Congratulations and thank you. To Karishma and to Bincy, congratulations, guys. I mean, true inspiration hearing about your stories and everything you guys talked about. Well done, congratulations, just amazing accomplishments. Appreciate you guys. Bincy, I will tell you, first time I ever heard somebody from the Bronx say y'all. To the Mouton kids and family, boy, that was touching and so inspirational. It's going to be tough for me to say anything even close to what was said earlier today. So thank you guys for the invite and be part of this special night for your entire family. And obviously to the Century 21 exclusive team who's in the house here, guys, thank you for everything you do. Not just to represent the Century 21 brand, but to deliver the dream of home ownership throughout this Houston marketplace. We appreciate you guys. And then last but not least, to the new board of directors, thank you guys for stepping up into this leadership position. I know it's a lot of not just blood, sweat, and tears, but obviously your most precious resource, your time. You know, when I talk about leadership, I say this all the time. A true leader is someone who keeps people focused. In other words, especially in our roles as real estate professionals, it's easy to go chasing and doing so many different things. But especially now in the times that we're going through with challenges in the market and mortgage rates and everything that we all face on a daily basis, keeping our professionals, the people we lead, focused is ultimately super important. The second thing is that you got to keep people confident. And you keep them confident by bringing them information, relevant statistics, having a super positive mental mindset, and being innovative in all the work that you do. And lastly, as leaders, all of us, we have to inspire. We have to inspire the people that we're leading every single day, and I know that every single one of you do that day in and day out. You care more about the people you're leading than you do yourselves, and that is a true sign of a leader. And I will tell you, I have watched and admired Mr. Bob Hale for many, many years throughout this industry. He's not just a leader right here, he's a leader across this country. And it's a great privilege to be with you and your entire association this evening. Last but not least, I'd like to just say to Indra, thank you for making me part of this special event. You know, when Thomas asked up there, how does he work? How does he work with his wife? I'm thinking, how does Indra work with this guy? The truth of the matter is you guys make an amazing partnership, obviously not just in life, but in business. You guys are amazing professionals. You represent us so well, and we appreciate everything you do on behalf of all of the realtors throughout this community. So Thomas, if Indra will allow me, please step forward, my friend. Thomas, you have been elected to the highest office of the Houston Association of Realtors. Your election is proof of the confidence your peers have bestowed in your leadership ability. Your leadership will be needed constantly, especially in the market we are in right now, and I know we can count on you. Serving as chair of the board is an honor, but with this honor goes the principles of personal integrity, and you will represent this association at all times. You are its goodwill ambassador. Thomas, the realtors of Houston have placed their faith and trust in you with the utmost confidence that you have the capability, the strength, the knowledge, and the will to govern and direct this great association. Because of your dedication to this industry, your devotion to the rights of property ownership for all, as well as your commitment to ethical conduct, you have been singled out to speak for all of them. The faith and trust in your strength to meet new challenges rises from the members' confidence in your demonstrated ability, your knowledge, and of course your experience. They have great respect for your office, chair of the board, and for you personally as their new leader. Be diligent, use your wisdom and your wit, be resourceful, and most importantly, be fair. Thomas, please raise your right hand. It has pleased the members of the Houston Association of Realtors to elect you, Thomas Mouton. Please answer, I do, if you accept these charges and responsibilities. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I declare you duly and legally installed as the 2024 Chair of the Board of the Houston Association of Realtors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new Chairman of the Board.
Listen, I have so many emotions right now. You're probably going to see all of them tonight, so don't, if I pass out, it's going to be okay. First of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to be on this journey and to be here tonight. For those that don't know me, I really don't like attention. I don't like accolades. I asked Lori the other day, is it okay if I just come back tomorrow? Y'all have this tonight, and just let me know how it turned out. And she said, absolutely not. Usually the expectation never adds up to the rewards. But tonight, I'm actually going to enjoy this one. From the outside looking in, it looks difficult and impossible. It looks easy, but from the inside looking out, a lot of times it looks impossible. Tonight might have my name on this, but it's about the people in my life that has been instrumental in helping me get to this journey. I'd like to start off by thanking HAR staff. When I first started writing my speech, and I said, if I name one person, I'm going to be here all night tonight because I have to name everyone. But you guys know who you are, and you serve a special place in my heart for helping me get here, and I want to thank you all for that. I want to thank my diversity, equity, and inclusion partner, Tracy Brown, for helping me establish the Diversity and Inclusion Group in 2020, as well as our consultants, Jim and Jeremy, for everything you guys have done to help me be successful tonight. I'd be remiss to not mention Lori Carper and her team for putting this event together. Thank you, Lori. To even be here and stand here, I have to thank my dream team when I decided to run for executive committee. Nancy first, Diana Ayers, and my little big sister that's also acts like she's my mother, Kenya Burrell Van Warmer. I also want to thank my past chairs that's joining me in leadership this year, and that's going to be Kenya and also Carlos Bajosa. Carlos, thank you for always being there for me, a phone call away. To my executive team, Jennifer, Shay, Teresa, Kat, Susan, and Kathy, I thank you all for paving the way for me and ensuring that I have the tools to be successful. Listen, we've traveled together, we've laughed together, and we've cried together. And I couldn't ask for a better leadership team, and I look forward to what 2014 has in store for us. To Bob and Renee, I want to thank you both for my special friendship that I have, for what you guys have developed over the years, and what a great team we've become, and I'm looking forward to serving with you guys in 2024. I want to thank my CEO, Mike Miedler. Thank you for traveling here from Jersey and being a part of this. So much going on in the industry, especially now from when I first asked you, so I know you had every opportunity to not be here, but I thank you for honoring that. From the time we signed up, Andrew and I signed up with Century 21, you made us promises, and you've kept every single last one of them, and I thank you for that. To my Century 21 exclusive properties family, I can't see you guys, but I thank you all for entrusting me with your careers, and we're not just a brokers, but we're a family, and I thank you all for being here tonight. I want to thank Mike Barnett, Vice President of Texas Realtors. I want to thank my new Zillow friends, Carrie and Wes. I don't know if I should say this, but we went out to dinner last night, and we shut the place down. They were mopping around us and cutting the lights off, and we were still going. Thank you, Wes. Also, I want to thank Councilman Jarvis Johnson. Thanks for being here tonight. Representing District B, Keith Bynum, Director of Housing for Community Development for the City of Houston. Krista Stonehand, CEO and President of the Houston Land Bank. I thank you all for joining me tonight and being a special guest of mine. Now to my special friends and my brothers that made it here tonight, that represents over 30 years of friendship. To my brothers Quentin, Marlo, and OJ, I thank you all for the 30 years of service that we've had together. Listen, we played against some of the best players in the world, and we beat the majority of them, and the ones we didn't, we hung in there. So I thank you guys for that journey. To my other brother, Corey, who's also my wife's work husband. If you hear those two together, you would swear they were married. They cuss each other out, they argue, they fuss, and they fight. But Corey's been a great friend of ours and a great friend to the family, and I want to thank him for that. To my Pomona family, where you guys at? Where they at? These are my neighbors, guys. This is my community. We rodeo together, we concert together, we pool party together, we holiday with each other, and I live with some of the coolest people you ever meet that support and care for each other. To my brother Javis, the late night wine nights that we have, thank you for that, my brother. To Aaron, I always tell him to turn his music off at 1 a.m., and he says it's not that loud over here. So Andrew and I put our clothes on and we go over there and hang out with him too. To Chef Jay, always the life of the party, always hosting events, keeping the neighborhood fed. Thank you for my brotherhood there. To my neighbor Chris, I'm always parking in his driveway, and I don't ever ask him. We've kept our car there for weeks amongst each other, and he asked me, can I just borrow it one day? But I thank you for that. To my neighbor Chase, better known as Dr. Whitehead, he's always making house calls. I call him every time something's wrong. I stop by on the way home, and I thank him for the 10 p.m. house call he made when I had a Q-tip stuck in my ear for 3 days. Don't ask, because I'm not telling. To Tiffany, Kim, May, and Alvina, you know I couldn't leave you guys out, but you know how I feel about my brothers, but I thank you and I love you all. To Deja and Soraya, see, I thought I left my tear ducts at home. You know, I love my girls, and you know, I just thank you guys for being there for me. And Deja, I thank you for always calling to check on me, see how I'm doing, and for the grandbabies. And Soraya, I know I pretend like I don't hear you in the morning, because she's always talking at 8 o'clock in the morning. But I really do listen to you, and I really thank you for those conversations. To Cameron and Caden, simply known in the HAR as the boys. They changed my life for the better. It's all right. I'm still a superhero to them, and I try not to fail them. No, great. I don't know who this is. To my sister Bridget and my brother Lamont, the unconditional love we have for each other and support of growing up with each other. There's times where all we had was each other, and I never forget that. To my cousin Cassandra, who's also our prayer warrior, who's always smiling even through her own adversity. To my mother-in-law, who always referenced me as the best grandson in the world. She's the reason why my wife and I get to travel and do the things that we do, because she's always making sure she takes care of home, and I never have to worry about what's going on at home. And I thank you and I love you for that. To my mother, you simply call Mama Mouton. She's always been the one man in my life who's taught me how to be just that. She always made sure that we had, even when she didn't. In words can't describe it, but I love you. Thank you. Somebody ain't getting this back. And they say behind every great man, there's a great woman. And I can attest to that. Better known as the First Lady, we've been at this for over 20 years, and there's no way I can be here without her. She's my boss, my secretary, my travel agent. My travel agent is just simply my best friend. Like the video said, I've been asked so many times, how in the world do you work with your wife? I've tried it and failed. And I simply tell them the reward is greater than the risk. She's the one who inspired me to jump into leadership and being there and suggested that when I got into TRLP in 2015 and Rita accepted me in the program. And I haven't looked back. Who better to share my life and journey with? You blessed me with a beautiful family that means the world to me, and you mean the world to me as well. I just want to tell you that I love you more than words can describe, and thank you for being my foundation. And I leave you guys with this. J.F. Kennedy once said in all of his years in travel around the world, he's met a lot of great men. But he noticed that most of those great men were not good men. So he asked himself, can a good man become a great man? So I asked myself that same question, and I set out on this journey to see if it's true. And simply to be determined. I thank you all for sharing this moment with me, and I thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate HAR, our leaders, our achievements in the evening. And before we leave our tables, there will be a buffet at the end. And I want to end this part of the program of an uplifting note with some help from a special guest. Take it away.
Thank you, Real Thomas. Tonight, Ange Hills is going to help us do just that. Ange is a seasoned celebrity artist currently living in the Houston area. Ange has been painting for the majority of his life. His ability to convey his emotions and thoughts through the use of paint and a canvas is impeccable. He is a very diverse artist, ranging from surrealism, speed painting, murals, sculpture, as well as pop art. Please help me welcome Ange Hills.
Thank you, Carrie.
thank each and every one of you for attending. We'd like to invite you now, for those who have not yet, please visit the buffet. And if you would like to stay and dance for the after party, which lasts until 11:30. It's been my honor to be with all of you here at HAR. Thank you all, Realtors, for all you do, for all of us who are on the customer side of things. We certainly appreciate it. Have a fantastic holiday season. See you guys soon.